Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The run inside. It's Lacey. Runs through a tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The run to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's going to run it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here's a heat. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage in 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Running inside. It's Lindsey. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Oh, he makes the catch. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Porter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Williams. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Russ.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Finding some room. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs.
And they get another 1st down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. And they're not on the same page there.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Throwing, Carr. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the big tight end on the corner route. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this side.
He'll take a deep shot here. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Gill. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And right when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Porter. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Quick release by the QB. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Working that left side now. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He'll pull it. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Notre Dame right back to the line. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Looking for an open area to his left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to change this route. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
We got a close game here in the third quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with...
Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Got him downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions of this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Running inside. It's Lacey. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really good job by the defense, understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense, understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now here's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. It's complete on the right side. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what...
Turning it on! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. The 50, the 40, and the 30. 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. Now the brain trust will go to work on both sidelines.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Go. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
949, rock star. 949, but hard. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Going for the big play. He's got it way down the field. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
And this has got to feel great if you're the offense. To go into enemy territory on the road and play as well as you did, it's going to give them a lot of confidence moving forward.
Third and 6 yards to go. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolute shank. Missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Back to pass. It's Hammond. All kinds of room to throw there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the back. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got a man, it's Carter. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Hammond. Swings it out to the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that ball is caught. One hand grab.
And you see more and more of these guys making one-handed catches. Such great athletes that just go up, don't need the second hand, snap that thing, pull it into their body, and make big plays down the field.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. There's the pressure. And it's a sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Got it back on, running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Maybe a crease. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Sticky. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Caught by Williams on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Hammond. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Running inside, it's Lacey. Got a little grass. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30. Makes a grab and room to run. The 30. At the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets cuts him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Might be calling a hot route. He'll do it himself on the draw. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Rebels come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
The run inside. It's Dickey. At the 10, he's got room. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. Timeout called by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Will boot it away to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ready to send the offense onto the field. They had the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say,
makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck-up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raider. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
And they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
He's going to take off. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Keeps looking downfield. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the neck. But look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Making side adjustments here. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Running inside, it's Dickey. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He'll try it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Under fire. And down he goes. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The run inside. It's Lacey. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
I think as a quarterback, You get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters, every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback, dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting a first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. You can't give up a sack.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Now the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's loose. Touchdown Rebels. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Hammond. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out, but if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Man, the clock is not our friend right now. The 1st down stops it. That is great. We got to get some chunk yardage plays, make some hay while this clock's running out.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Red Raider. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on first and 10. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Rushes on him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide. Spread the formation. Find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. Looking for a big play. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Rebels will snap it on first and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Lets it fly. If he runs this back, this game's over. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Running inside. It's Dickey. Got enough for the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Run inside. It's Lacey. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback making checks. Go. Bow. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. More play action. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell.
Here's a little room there. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, the quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some bounce, but they can pick up yards in chunks. You're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Just going to keep it after the snap. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? They'll try to pass their way in. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Lindsey. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
139 Albatross.
On the ground, it's Lacey fighting off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And he's dragged down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the 1st play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Run inside. It's Lacey. At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down. There he goes. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, these plays are just so demoralizing for defenses. You did a good job. You got him in a 3rd and predictable situation. What does he do? Finds a way out of it, makes a big play. Now he's set up 1st and goal. Forget that play. Now let's hold him to a field goal.
And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Rebels! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up second and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. It's Stewart. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And he picks up yet another first down, just slicing and dicing through this defense. 7 players in program history have gotten 1,500 yards in a season. It feels like he's going to get that in this game.
And the thing I like about the Ducks is if it ain't broke, they don't try to fix it. If the run's working, keep handing it off. And right now, it's working.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's second and 12. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch in the end zone.
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Dante Moore makes the grab in the end zone for the 2, and they go on top 8-7.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that one's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Davison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there.
He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Picks up the first down. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Going to the run, it's Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. He's got it on the run. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. Fourth down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the fourth down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Moore. Gets it out fast. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And they make the tackle not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Final play of the quarter coming. Using his legs, it's Davison. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Running inside, it's Hill. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Lacy. Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
The two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Buying some time as he moves left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. 5 defensive backs on the field as they desperately try to keep them out of the end zone late. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. We've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Moore. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There's some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They need to move it 2 more yards on 3rd and goal. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the...
Gonna take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.